Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Welcome. I am Jackie and I am forever faithful. This is a place where I share my spiritual journey. I just wanted to talk about something that happened to me years ago, about a decade ago. And it was when I was in the midst of my life being turned upside down. I was being attacked. This was obviously a spiritual um, warfare that these dark spirits were using family and friends. I didn't understand why certain behaviors, actions, words were being hurled towards me, and I just didn't understand it. It was so unwarranted. And it was one thing after another, one thing after another. I barely had a moment to take a breath to rest before I was being attacked in another area of my life, whether if it was my health, whether if it was in relationships, my mental stability, my emotional stability, right? And I was like talking to a friend at that time about it. And she said, and I asked, I said, why me? Why me? Why is all of this happening? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Why some of my own family members are going against me? Why are they speaking ill things of me and about me? Why certain friendships are not being supportive? Why are these people continuously taking from me when I'm the one who is really in need right now? And I just said, it doesn't make sense. I was telling her, it doesn't make sense. And I said, why me? And she said, why not you? I hesitated before I spoke because I'm like, what do you mean, why not me? She said, why not you? What makes you think that you're so special that you're not going to go through things? And I was like, but I didn't deserve any of this, right? And everyone knew that I had been in the hospital for like sick for almost 2 months and recovering from surgery. So she was like, but still, what makes you so special that you think that you're not going to go through something? And I thought about it and I was like, that's true. What I didn't know then that I know now is that it was training. It was training, spiritual warfare training, and how these dark forces, energies, entities will use people, places, situations, and things to attack you. And it's true, it was training. It was training so I could elevate to another level. The training was, could I still love my enemies even though they were very mean to me? Could I still have an open heart to the divine creator in spite of everything I was dealing with? My faith was tested. Could I, would I remain faithful and trusting that everything that was happening was for a divine purpose? It was testing my mental stability. It was strengthening me mentally, emotionally, physically. It was it things were happening that not in a million years I thought would have happened, but they did. Not in a million years that I thought that certain people wouldn't be there to love me and support me, but they showed me that they were not who I thought they were, that they didn't care for me the way that I thought they did. But again, hindsight is 2020. But knowing that these spirits was using people in my life, even my partner at the time, to come against me to in different ways, even the dismissal of what I was going through, what I was feeling, using places, whether it be in the family home, in the church, or religious dwelling. Um, there was also, you know, places that I thought I could find peace and refuge that was not peaceful at all. Things like bad habits and or alcohol, drinking, popping pills. I'm not saying I did all of that, but it's just like things, those things that you possibly don't do anymore, you do very little of, you find yourself back in those things. Because at one point I did, I was drinking, I was smoking, um, all of those things. And as far as bad habits, could be eating not the most healthiest things. I'm I'm here to tell you that this is nothing but training for the next level. That's all it is. So if you are at that place or have been in that place where I was about a decade ago, 12 years ago, where I was asking, why me? Why is all these things happening to me? My world is being turned upside down. I'm being betrayed in various ways by many people. And I found myself going down in a spiral, like spiraling down in every area of my life. Um, and it was so traumatic that it took me some years, at least a good 3 years to get to a point for me to open my heart enough to receive revelation about what I had just experienced and to process a lot of things. Because so much happened. It took me that long to process everything that happened. It was nonstop for almost a good 2 years, nonstop. So I was like, okay, I'm exhausted, but I made it. But I made it because what I went through then has only made me stronger. I'm stronger mentally, emotionally, physically. Um, yeah, I am. So it's only training for the next level. I don't know what the next level holds, but I do know that I have been trained and equipped for the next level. And through it all, what it really showed me is how the darkness will work through people, places, and things to keep you trapped in a certain space in a lower vibration. But ultimately, it's up to you as an individual to stay strong, to see things and people for what they are. And if it doesn't feel right, look right, you don't have to deal with it. And sometimes you want to escape from things and peoples and situations, but you're not able to because you're in the midst of it. Just understand there's lessons in all of it. It's training. It's kind of like in the military. There's levels to their training. In order to be promoted from one level to another, there's different type of training that must happen. That must happen. So just know that you're not in this alone. You do have spiritual um, guidance to help you through this. Pay attention and listen to your instincts and remove anything or anyone